The COVID-19 pandemic continues to change and evolve across the world, across Canada, and also here in Prince Edward Island. And really just think of what has happened here in Prince Edward Island over the last 1 to 2 weeks. Across Canada, there have been over 4,000 cases of COVID-19, and as of last night, 39 deaths. Approximately 30% of cases are over age 60. 78% of cases present with cough, and about 50% present with chills or fever. 2% of our cases in the country have ended up in our intensive care units in the country. In PEI, we have 9 positive cases, and 1 is considered recovered. We've done a total of 622 tests before the clinic started this morning, and a total of 444 confirmed tests have been negative. This is a pandemic. We will see more cases and more hospitalizations. This is not over. Self-isolation and social and physical distancing is what we need to continue to do. It will help us. It will help our families and this province. And these measures do not just apply to some islanders, they apply to all of us. Today I'm recommending to government that schools stay closed until, at a minimum, May 11th for in-person learning. And this will be reevaluated as we get closer to that date. I'm also recommending that non-essential government services and non-essential businesses remain closed indefinitely as we continue to reevaluate the situation. Of course, this means that staff should continue working from home wherever possible, and only essential workers be on site. We continue to see too many people leaving and arriving to PEI for personal reasons. I'd like to remind Islanders that anyone who is traveling across the Confederation Bridge should only be doing so out of necessity. So, to say this another way, I want to be clear: all unnecessary travel into Prince Edward Island is prohibited. Now, of course, Islanders can leave and come back for out-of-province medical appointments. Healthy workers in the trade and transportation sector who are essential for the movement of goods and people across the border, such as truck drivers. Healthy healthcare workers and other essential workers commuting for work. And of course, on compassionate grounds. We've had a number of questions asking about cottagers and visitors arriving in our province. And my message to cottagers and visitors who are arriving to Prince Edward Island: you need to make sure there are people here in PEI to support your arrival while you are in self-isolation for 14 days. And if not, you should stay home until you're able to do so. I continue to emphasize that everyone coming in will need to self-isolate for those 14 days. I'd like to also mention that the National Emergency Strategic Stockpile, or NES Clinic, is set up and is near completion. The setup is near completion and will be available Saturday in Charlottetown. It will have both a drive-through COVID-19 testing clinic, which will continue by appointment for those screened through 811. But the site will also offer a cough and fever clinic for Islanders by appointment, which will run 7 days a week. A second cough and fever clinic will be available by early next week in Summerside. And more information on how to access appointments for the cough and fever clinic will be available later today.